Hi. Okay, today I'm going to talk about something maybe you think it's a little politically incorrect, as if I care about political correctness. It's an article about a case, first of its kind, they call it, in Canada, in the province of Quebec, where a gay male couple, not that that's really relevant, but they seem to make a point of it in the article. They're out. One is a doctor, the other is whatever. They don't say what his profession is. They go to a restaurant, and the man, not the doctor one, the other one, he says very clearly to the waiter, I'm allergic to fish. What did he say? He was served salmon, and he said, the salmon almost killed me. All right. So basically that's it. He goes into a restaurant, he tells the server, I'm allergic to this and this, and make sure what I order is got no seafood in it, and make sure you tell the chef, the cook, and so on. The waiter didn't do that, didn't tell anybody, didn't ask, because the dish that the fellow ordered was meat tartare. So and the beef tartare, excuse me. And it's described on the menu as round chopped by hand mayo, Dijon capers, shallots, and a hint of smoked paprika. So there's no mention of fish. So the waiter probably either was stupid, lazy, or made the assumption, no, there's no fish, it's a meat dish. So he doesn't tell anyone. So the dish comes out and it's salmon tartare, not what the menu said of beef. Now, either they got it wrong somewhere, whatever the heck it is. Somebody made a mistake. The guy eats it, and he goes into anaphylactic shock. His boyfriend is a doctor, starts CPR, this and that, gets him to the hospital. He survives, but it's a tragic, or not tragic, shocking, whatever you want to call it. He's in the hospital for 5 days. So they actually want to charge the waiter with negligence, the criminal charge of negligence, and even, perhaps attempted murder, or God knows what they're going to do. But they want to arrest the waiter and charge him for a criminal act due to not checking what's in the dish that he had served. So the first thing is, the guy has all these allergies. He goes to a restaurant and he blames the waiter. Not his fault, right? It's the waiter's fault. So we could have had a lot of people who were involved in this fault. Whoever wrote the menu could be wrong. The chef could have prepared the wrong dish. The waiter didn't know. The waiter picked up the wrong dish for a different client and didn't know. There's a lot of people involved here. And so they're putting the onus on the server. Now, why is this wrong? Because this guy knows he's got very severe, deadly, life-threatening allergies. His partner is a doctor, and normally you'd say people like that carry what's called an EpiPen, so that if they do get into anaphylactic shock or an allergy reaction, they've got this EpiPen, they inject themselves and they're fine. And this fellow does have an EpiPen, except he left it in the car. He goes to a restaurant, knowing he's got these allergies. His partner is a doctor. And he takes the EpiPen and leaves it in the car. Which, in the case of like this, is far too long to save your life to go to the car. You can't. So who's really responsible? If you've got life-threatening allergies, you carry the damn thing on a rope around your neck. You take a shower with it. You go to the toilet with it. You never leave that thing off of your physical person. But no, That's not our world today. Our world today is filled with avoiding responsibility, putting all the responsibility on someone else, blaming anyone except yourself, when it's your life and you can't even be smart enough to carry this EpiPen, and your bloody partner is a doctor who's not smart enough to make sure you're always carrying it or carry a spare himself? Is your life not worth that much effort? We're not talking about carrying a backpack of a heavy machinery. We're talking about a little bloody thing like a pen. I'm sure he never leaves home without his phone. So you see, this is the problem with our world. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. Nobody is taking responsibility for their own life. Never mind, when we're talking about life and death, never mind the responsibility for your job, for your relationship, for your emotions, which is, of course, the main work we do here in our school, is to take responsibility for your emotions so that anger, conflict, stress can all be eliminated. They won't be if you spend your life putting the responsibility on other people. Humans are stupid, as we always say. In general, humans are stupid. Nobody can deny that with the slightest bit of observation. You have life-threatening allergies and you put your life into the hands of a total stranger, a waiter, in a restaurant with a kitchen crew who's behind the scenes, never even sees you, never mind knows anything about you, and you put your life into the hands of these people, and guaranteed there's a bunch of idiots in there, in all the people involved. You deserve to die. Okay, that's harsh, but that's true. If you want to be rich and you will not work, you deserve to be poor. If you want to live knowing that you have life-threatening condition and you will not even carry a bloody pen with you, you don't deserve to be taken care of. So this is a really important factor, or remember one of the first rules of commandments of our religion: take full responsibility for everything that happens to you in your life. So, where's the repercussions or the extended effects of a world in which nobody takes responsibility for their own life? Lazy. What is it going to breed? It's going to breed laziness. It's going to breed incompetence. It's going to breed all kinds of negative, stupid, irresponsible people. Now, if you have a job to do in a world where no one takes responsibility for themselves, then you will serve a client in a restaurant who has allergies, and you won't pay attention and you won't care, because you're never responsible for your actions. And so, interestingly, we can see that this idiot, I think we can call him an idiot, with a life-threatening allergy who doesn't carry his EpiPen with him and leaves it in the car. When he goes to a restaurant, it's not like it was a surprise. He knew he was going to eat. So this idiot, not taking responsibility for his life, breeds the current spreading phenomena of humans never taking responsibility for their actions, which is why the waiter could be irresponsible in making sure that this client with all these allergies did not get something that would kill him. So you see, it goes both ways. I'm irresponsible, so therefore you're going to be irresponsible. And so the more we allow ourselves the foolish luxury of irresponsibility and putting responsibility and blame and obligation and guilt on everybody else, the more everyone will be irresponsible and the more dangerous the world becomes. The more unreliable people are in their job, in their business, in their work, in their duties. And everything will fall apart. Because nobody will care. Because it's never going to be my fault. It's always your fault, or the government, or my boss, or this, or that, or something. It's never me. It's always somebody else. So why should I care? So as this phenomena of irresponsibility grows and spreads through the world will fall apart. And so there's only one way to stop this. And that's for you to take full responsibility for your life and for you to demand of everybody who is interacting with you in your life to take full responsibility for their actions. In New Zealand, I found everything is, oh, she'll be right, mate. She'll be right, mate. Everything is fine. Oh, it's okay. Let it go. Let it go. It'll be okay. Let it go. That's a Kiwi attitude. On one hand, it makes them very easy to work with, right? Because they never hold anyone accountable. But on the other hand, it makes a culture of lazy, irresponsible people. And this is the problem in the world now. You demand accountability for everybody for all their actions. You cannot allow this spread of irresponsibility to continue. Now, obviously, you cannot change the world. Nobody is going to change the whole world. But if we demand responsibility within our little universe, then at least our company, our job, our obligations, everyone we interact with, will be responsible, which means you in your work will provide better service than any other person or company. And let's face it, if you've got to choose between 2 or 20 companies to provide a service for you, you're going to choose the one that stands behind their work and takes full responsibility and doesn't just say that like that bloody Kiwi guy who did the paving stones in my driveway. Hire this guy to do, pavers when I built my house. And he says, fully guaranteed. Absolutely, my work is fully guaranteed. Great. Kiwi guarantee. Within a year, it starts breaking apart. The ground is sinking and the paver stones, the bricks are separating. It takes another year for the guy to finally show up and look at it after I call him 100 times. So he comes, he looks, he says, yeah, this has to be redone. It's going to cost you $3,000. What happened to fully guaranteed? He said, well, the earth moved. Imagine that. A guy whose profession, whose business is to make driveways is saying the earth moved. As if he didn't know earth moves and you have to prepare the ground and the foundation and so on so that things work properly. That's a Kiwi guarantee. Fully guaranteed, absolutely. Oh, well, the earth moved. Another guy said, when there was some leaking in the roof, he said, the house moved. Ever seen a house move? Yeah, oh yeah, I saw that house. That house used to be across the road. It moved over here. This is their excuses, okay? So no one takes responsibility. So you have to go to court and you have to fight them and a judge has to order them and then they don't do what the judge orders. So you have to go back to court and order it again. And who wants to deal with people like this? So if you are known for being truly responsible and not just saying you will take full responsibility, which is what people do, they say it, check the reputations of people you deal with before you hire them. Check with their clients, their history. Did they really take responsibility? And make a reputation for yourself that when something goes wrong, there is not 5 minutes wasted before you have jumped in and fixed it at your cost. And you will build a reputation that gets you all the business, even if your work isn't the best or your price is a little higher, because you are going to be the one people can trust. In a relationship, if your partner is sick, in need of help, can they rely on you? Are you a person that someone can say, you know what, I can sleep at night because I know I've got someone who will always be there for me. All I have to do is ask, and they say yes before I even told them what I need. Are you that kind of a person? Are you worthy of a good relationship? So we can take this now into everyone is saying, why can't I get a relationship? Why can't I find a decent match, a decent partner? Are you worthy of it? No, probably not. If you are a person who will always be there for your partner, whenever they need you, when they are sick, when they are in trouble, when they are in debt, when they are in need, then you be a responsible person. Then you're worthy of a good relationship. Otherwise, no, you're not. So when everyone says, crying, complaining, I can't get a job, I can't get enough money, I can't find a nice partner, blah, blah, blah. Are you worthy of it? No, probably not. So here's a good example of this idiot who should be dead because he's not worthy of living, because he doesn't take responsibility for his life. Okay? Learn to be very harsh, very cold with yourself. No room for error, no room for excuses, no room for slacking off. And then you'll be like me. From no food when I was young, clothing given to the poor, absolutely at the bottom, to retired at 28 years old. Okay, why? Because I was the most responsible, reliable man that anyone knew. And that's a quote. I'm not making that up. I've been told that, and people have told other people about me. Okay, so everyone wanted to do business with me. Everyone wanted to work with me. They trusted me. They gave me deals, better deals than anyone else would have, because they knew they could rely on me. That my word is 100% better than gold even. Okay, so you make that your true self. Behave that way, and in time you get that reputation. And then you'll actually be worthy of all the things that you wish you could have, and your vision board, and your goals, and your desires, which have up till now been so evasive that you could never get what you want. It's because you don't deserve it, that's all. It's very simple. You don't deserve it, all right? So anytime anyone is complaining, why don't I have that? Because you don't deserve it. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what you imagine. The fact is, you don't deserve it. And this world is one that gives to people what they deserve. So look at what you've got or what you don't have, and now you know what you really are, because you're getting what you deserve. And if you've got nothing, it's because you deserve nothing. So if you will take that attitude towards yourself, you might actually look at the truth about yourself and make the changes that we talk about here, so that you actually deserve the things that you want to get. Do you even deserve to learn something, to be taught something? Do you deserve to be taught knowledge that will make you more successful if you're not willing to put in the effort to apply the knowledge? What do you deserve? You come and you say, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Teach me how to be a millionaire. Do you give anything in proportion, even in a fractional proportion, to get what you want? And I'm not saying give me money necessarily. I'm saying give in general in life, you know. I'll give you knowledge, but what are you giving for that knowledge? Which, like I say, doesn't necessarily have to come to me, although that'd be welcomed. But the application of the knowledge. So this is another thing. People go to school, they go to teachers, they go to ashrams, they go here and there. They want to become enlightened. They want to be happy and peaceful. What are you giving for the knowledge the teacher is giving you, to which that knowledge, what did the teacher have to do to get that knowledge, right? So are you applying it? Are you making yourself into a person who can use that knowledge for the benefit of others, of future generations, of people in other countries or wherever it is? What are you doing with it? How useful is it? And if you're not applying it, then of course you don't deserve to get the benefits of it, right? Okay, so there you go. This is not a lecture, it's not a condemnation, I'm not putting you down. I am giving you, very clear and simple, the steps, the obstacles, the reasons you're not succeeding, and the methods to succeed. Okay? So don't get depressed or put down or like, oh, I'm giving you a lecture, oh, he's being like a father putting me down. No, it's not like this. It's very simple. You want to know what's wrong. You want to know how to succeed. I'm telling you. Okay? All right.